All right, we're not that far away from G-Day. I want to make sure y'all are picking up double dogs. The link is down below. You can get the Stetson Bennett version or the regular version. Those are both available, although the Stetson version is limited. We're going to talk about break out, guys, for G-Day. Easy enough for me to say. Ryan, we're going to start with you. Who you got?
Man. I didn't even think about it. Uh no, just go to Matt first. Go to
Oh,
Matt
now we're
first.
going to Matt. Boy, it's very.
I got to
This is
decide.
okay. Go ahead, Ryan. I mean, Matt.
I think an easy one is Oscar Delp. I don't think they're going to go to Brock Bowers, their star player, a ton in a spring game like this. But
Yeah.
this is a game where we see a lot from the tight ends. I mean, Jackson Harris caught more passes in the spring game than he did his entire career. Just kind of an easy safety outlet. I think Oscar
Jackson
could have.
Harris.
I mean, yeah, he and Charlie Warner, I think, caught a lot of passes in the spring game. So I think not going to go to Brock Bowers a ton, but the tight ends are going to be out there. I think Oscar is going to have a few catches, and we'll see a lot of Lawson Lucky as well. Give me Bear Alexander on defense as well. I think I think he's just going to continue to get better and better. Maybe he has flashes big playability occasionally in the game. So we'll see. And then Nyland Green, always like Nyland Green, four-star cornerback. Saw a good bit of him in high school. Always thought he had plenty of length and ball skills. Just ready for his time, and I think he's someone who could could make a big play or two in the secondary.
Oh, I
Ryan.
think it's definitely go time for Nyland Green, right? I mean, you kind
Yeah,
of lose that spot to Kamari Lassiter last year. You've got another opportunity to win that side. Again, I think it's go time for him. I just don't I agree with Matt. I don't think they're gonna go to those stars as much. I mean, think about the last 2 years Gilbert was someone that he had 2 touchdowns against
Yeah.
G-Day, and the year
Yeah.
before that it was Aiden Mitchell. I think Lawson Lucky could definitely. I mean, especially since he's having a big spring already. Um, I think a younger wide receiver like C.J. Smith is someone that Kirby Smart spoken highly of this spring. Kind of their second fastest guy in the room behind Arian Smith. I think that you've got three quarterbacks with pretty big arms, and I think they're going to want to go downfield a little bit more. Not that Stetson had a weaker arm, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think these guys can maybe throw that ball a little bit more consistently, especially if it's Carson Beck back there. So I like the idea of maybe C.J. Smith possibly breaking out a little bit. That's a little bit more of a dark horse, but
Well,
I like
that's a
that
little
pick.
bit. Yeah, that's a little bit what this is about. I've got three people to watch. None of us have discussed quarterbacks, so I'll leave that for another time. But I'm gonna say Dominic Lovett to start with, just because of the consistency and how good he's been over his time in the SEC. People will be like, "Oh, there's a new guy on the team. I heard about these transfers, and now here is one of them." So Dominic Lovett is one of them to pay attention to. Dylan Bell, another sort of, yeah. See, yeah, you forgot about him, and that's okay. The guys that you forget about, that's what G Day is all about. Is about your Jackson Harrises of the world. Go ahead, Ryan. What are you gonna say?
well, I just think that's the just kind of tells you everything you need to know about this team, right? I mean, we just keep forgetting these guys because they
For
have so many. I think this is the deepest wide receiver room they've had in a while. Maybe it's not the best. Like you don't have a George Pickens.
There's not a traditional number one.
There's not like this true number one guy where it's like, we need a play, we're going to you, and that's really Brock Bowers. But so they're fine from that standpoint. But I think that tells you everything you know about this team. The fact that we're all talking about different guys at the same position, and we're forgetting, like the fact that I forgot about Dylan Bell. I mean,
Yeah, I mean Dylan Bell and I invoked Jackson Harris's name. He's more than welcome to come on. I'm not at all comparing those two players because I think Dylan Bell will contribute more to Georgia in his tenure than Jackson Harris did in terms of catching the ball. So I think that Dylan Bell is a young, he will be a true sophomore, and I think he's a guy to watch. Now, this is going to be, a touchy subject for Ryan and I in all of our long discussions. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go with Chaz Chambliss, and here's the reason why. Yeah,
it's fine.
uh, I think there's going to be a lot of drop back passing. I think he's going to be with the ones, and I think he's going to rush the quarterback a lot. And I think although Gunner and Brock will be attempting to elude and that they will allow that a little bit. I think this is a day where, and I'm not going to exaggerate here, I think Chad Chambliss could have 3 sacks. Would they be real sacks in the real game? I don't know about that. But considering that we're playing modified flag football, um, but that's a little bit rough too. But consider we're playing not total tackle with the quarterbacks. I think Chaz could have a big day. That does not mean he's going to have an unbelievable fall. Go ahead, Ryan, and then we'll go to Matt. I can see
No, I was
wheels
just saying
churning.
that's fine with me. I'm not hating as much as
I
you
was
think.
gonna pick Malachi Starks, but then I felt like
That doesn't
like
count. He's not
obvious.
a breakout.
Yeah, it doesn't.
He's not.
It's not right.
But the guy next to him might be. I think David Daniel is. This is an opportunity for him. Christopher Smith's gone. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the longest tenured Bulldog in that room. Is he? As far as next to.
Well, you got Bullard and Lassiter.
I mean,
Tyke Smith has been around.
Well, but Ty, he said longest tenured. He didn't say oldest.
Longest tenured Bulldog. Okay.
Yeah. David Daniel's been there longer than Tyke Smith. Am I
Let's
wrong?
act like we didn't, go to public schools here. Let's get a little private school to ourselves, Matt. Who else are we missing here?
I'll go back to the wide receiver. I'll have some receiver fun. Y'all had a couple. Denylon Morissette, someone I saw a lot of at North Cobb. I think this will be his second year. I think he could take that second year growth. Guys like Brock Vandegrift and Gunnar Stockton have to throw to someone, and so he could, he's a guy who they could look towards. And, Dean said a pass rusher, so I'll go that way too. I think another guy we've talked about a little bit is Darius Smith, long, athletic. I think he's got a lot of potential, played a lot on special teams. I think Dean might pull up a picture of Darius Smith playing on special teams.
No one has mentioned this guy with the most consequential catch of the. Yeah. Well, was that more consequential than the A.D. Mitchell catch?
Well, you needed the Arian Smith catch first for the A.D. Smith
go ahead,
touchdown.
Go ahead, Ryan.
He's not a G-Day breakout, man. Like I don't think he's in that category. And he had a pretty good G-Day last year, so.
Okay. I'll just put my hat on just go ahead without me, Ryan. I'll just be over here in the corner. I'll be gone at red zone.
You're gonna have to adjust it and make it looser, man.
Is that a head crack? Is that a crack on my head? For the record, this is the 3. Now I cannot do 3 appropriately, Matt. Matt, you got a 35-pound head too. But I will just say that is on correctly, Ryan.
That's I like it. I can't. I used to be a big hat guy. Now I can't anymore. But I'll throw a ball cap on. Wait, I got to curve the bill though. I can't have anything kind of straight or even a little straight. I've got to curve it all the way.
Ryan would tell you that the young men today, they don't do that. They flat bill it a little bit, right, Ryan? Help me out here.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
That was like 10 years ago, man.
The sticker has to come off. If you buy a hat, the sticker
I'm sorry.
comes off.
Well, I'm sorry, Matt.
But you're not wearing it in public, though. Something like that you're showing off. I mean, that's fine. But if you're wearing a hat in public, there's no sticker on the hat. I don't understand that.
In 2013, flat brim sticker on.
Oh, sticker on.
But that was 10 years ago. So I don't know. I don't know if
let's leave that trend in the past. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm in tune with like hat culture anymore. Maybe the way
are you returning the hat? I mean, what are we doing?
It was just a thing. I'm not saying I partook in too much.
In 13, how old were you? You were 12 or 13 or 11?
12.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
It doesn't mean I don't remember.
No, I'm sure you do. But I'm telling y'all, I am very excited about G-Day, truthfully. I'm not just making that up. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit about the quarterbacks, which guy do we think has the best? That's my accountant telling me how much I owe in taxes. That is not going to end well. But that's throwing me off here. But we're going to talk about which quarterback we feel like is best prepared for what's coming at G-Day. But I'm excited for G-Day. Very quickly, Matt, we've got a week to go here. What do you think?
It's all about the quarterbacks, right? More Brock Vandegrift, more Gunnar Stockton, Carson Beck. looks like the front runner. I think he is the front runner. So this one's all about the quarterbacks. Hope they get to air it out a good bit.
They have to prove it though. I mean, Brock's hair, and I think if not Brock's hair,
chopped it,
yeah, he
man.
did. But I want to just say that you and Carson Beck have not dissimilar hair. I think he goes a little bit harder with his hair, Ryan. If you'd grow yours out, you could get
You've
closer
seen it?
to grown out your hair.
Remember 2 years or 21? I had it like that.
I can't remember that far back, man. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
But is that why you're supporting Carson Beck for the starting job, or is this it's about
No
the hair?
one said anything about campaigning for anyone.
No.
We'll
talk about
this Carson Beck campaign.
I
I thought that was another video.
I don't think you care, frankly, but I think that we'll discuss that in the near future. All right, thanks for watching.